This isn't Singapore, Bali, or Phuket. It's Penang, Malaysia, and that too at half the price tag. Today, we're showing you two of Penang's most sought after and luxurious super condos, One Tanjong and The Cove.
Watch till the end to see how much it costs and why we think these are the best value condos all over Southeast Asia.
For those unfamiliar with Penang, it consists of two parts, Penang Island and mainland Penang. Penang Island is where most of the tourists come, where expats live, and where Georgetown, the historical town, is located. And in that island, the North Belt is where most of the best apartments, condos, and schools are located. And here, one of the most sought after suburbs is called Tanjong Bunga. And here, we're going to be checking out two of the most sought after super condos called One Tanjong and The Cove. They're both side by side, and once you go in there, they're unlike every other condo that we have seen. There's a calm sophistication and almost a resort style look towards both these condos. And they have a lot of greenery, but the best part about them is the accessibility to the sea and the unfiltered views. Even though it is a bubble, you don't feel like it because it's sort of blended quite well into the Penang ecosystem.
Now let's talk about One Tanjong. I'm going to give you a tour of this super condo and talk to you about the features that it has, and at the end I'm going to give you the price. The complex has two towers and it has a sleek glass architecture with a direct sea-facing view that gives every unit a panoramic sea view. To be honest, I never expected to see a house so spacious like this in Penang. What really surprised me is that there is only one unit per floor. So each unit has their private lifts and the unit is massive. It's over 4,000 square feet. It has a spacious balcony, a large open living floor plan. Honestly, I can see myself cooking there for a very long time. It has floor to ceiling glass windows, which I absolutely love because I'm a sucker for sunlight coming into my room and flooding the whole room. And also the windows make you feel like as if the sea is part of your own home. Inside, there is a very clean and minimalist aesthetic with super high ceilings. There is marble floor and built-in every room. So it makes move-in very easy. This particular unit that we were going through, it had 6 bedrooms. You also have access to a private beach, which is only accessible to the residents, which is amazing. It has a very well-equipped gym, so you don't have to get a gym membership, and it has a gorgeous swimming pool overlooking the ocean. It has 24-hour security and ample parking for you and your guest. Now let's come to the most important thing. What's the price of a condo like this? The price ranges from Malaysian ringgit 9,000 to 12,000, which comes down to around 3,000 Australian dollars per month. And to me, that is a steal. You wouldn't be able to get this kind of condo even in Australia, and that too for 3,000 Australian dollars. Now this price range really depends on the condition of the condo and also the furnitures that are being provided by the owner of the condo. And also the proximity of the water view also determines what the price of the condo can be. While it is on the higher end for Penang, it's a fraction for what you would be paying for a similar beachfront property in Phuket or maybe in Singapore.
Next up, The Cove. It's considered Penang's original and the most iconic super condo. There are 4 towers, but they're angled in such a way that every one of them gets access to the sea view. They're slightly older, but it's bigger. Most of them are 5,000 square feet and above. You've got anywhere between 4 to 6 bedrooms and anywhere between 3 to 5 bathrooms. And they've got lots of balcony with great sea view. The one we saw was really nicely laid out. Imagine a rectangle and half it. On one half, you've got all the common areas, which includes the kitchen, the laundry, the dining table, the living space, etc. And then on the other side, you've got all the bedrooms. We really loved how it was, sort of differentiated like that. One of the things that I really liked is on the ground floor, across the huge space is all the common facilities, which includes the swimming pools, the kids pool, the gym, the community space, and also the access to the private beach. And there's a lot of greenery, including children's play area. This is something that's much bigger than One Tanjong, and we found it to be a lot open space, and yeah, you just straight away fall in love with that area. The Cove ranges anywhere between 8 to 10,000 Malaysian Malaysian ringgit, and I'll put the other currencies underneath here. It's not cheap because when you think Southeast Asia, you think really affordable prices, but you've got to consider what you're getting. Great space, great amenities, and fantastic views.
How it compares to Phuket, Bali, and beyond. Let's compare that. What do you get for the same price in places like Phuket, Bali, or Singapore? In Singapore, you'd be lucky to get a 600 square feet city apartment far from the beach with zero view and shared amenities. In Bali, beachfront villas are beautiful but often inconsistent in infrastructure, hard to access long-term, or in highly touristy zones. And if you look at Phuket, you will definitely find beachfront properties, but prices are rising fast. And many are tailored for short-term stays or retirees, not for families or long-term renters. These two super condos that we've mentioned in Penang, by contrast, offer true residential beachfront living, safe, walkable neighborhoods. International schools and hospitals are nearby. Actual city infrastructure with grab rides, groceries, and healthcare you can trust. And all that while still living 100 meters from the sea. Now that kind of property, I can see myself living there for a very, very long time.
So are these really the best condos in the whole of Southeast Asia? In our opinion, we think it is. Having traveled all over Southeast Asia for the past 2 years, we have found value for money in Penang. Where else could you get sea views with massive spaces and great amenities?
We've done another video where we talk about why Malaysia is the best country for expat families. I will link it up here for you. That is all for today. We'll see you next week. Till then,
bye.
Bye-bye.